Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. What is up, NBA fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. Doing a little something different here. I am normally San Antonio Spurs channel, but I've done a lot of content on Kai Sotto, and he's making, hopefully, his NBA debut tonight as the Detroit Pistons play the Orlando Magic in the Summer League. There's a lot of young talent on both these teams to keep an eye on. Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson, James Wiseman, Jaden Ivey, Anthony Black, Jet Howard, my man, Kai Sotto. So hopefully we have a good stream. I have no idea what kind of turnout we're going to have today. We could have a huge turnout. We could have no turnout. For those of you that do stop in, I do appreciate you, and we'll see what happens. I'm trying something a little different that's not norm for the channel, and if it doesn't work, so be it. It'll give me more free time next week, and if it does work, then we'll play it by ear. That's all I got. So here we go. Jared, good evening. How are you doing? It's going well. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, which is always the struggle's real when you wake up really early. Then I did a lot of yard work for about an hour or so. I want to make my place looking good. And that killed me. It's so hot here in Connecticut. Just humid. It's either humid or thunderstorms. There's like no in between. I feel like my camera's a little off from where I've been having it. Let me put it down a little bit. Right there. I think that's more like what we want. Yeah, that's a little better. Whoop, that was not better. Okay, I'm feeling good about that. All right, Chris, good evening. Just finished your biking. All right, my man. I'm a biker myself. Good evening, Walker. Lucas, how are you doing? I don't know if the Orlando Magic are going to give Kai Sotto the start, but you guys know I've been covering him on the channel. I've been rooting for him. Finally, he's in the NBA Summer League. That's the first step, and I hope he plays well and hope he plays a lot. Good evening, Daniel Barry. Phew, I'm excited. I don't have a Go Kai Go, but I got this little Kai Sotto gift. Boop. So we got that, and of course I got my classic hit the thumbs up. Does help the channel. Fast, refund, nutritious, and delicious. And yeah, if the Yankees finally won, they still stink. They are, Aiden, and that's why I did a video on it earlier. I was on the fence on whether to do it, but the overreaction, it's off the charts. Now, if you went on for 40 points yesterday, it would be overreacting the other way. I'm not worried about it one bit. You probably watched the video and already know that. I'm excited to see him tomorrow night, and he hasn't played with the team. He talked about not knowing what he was doing out there. He doesn't know what to do in the offense. It'll get fixed. I have full faith. Glazing Bacon, how are you doing? It's 9 a.m. J-Money! Thank you for getting up here on, I guess it's Sunday where you are. Oh boy. Sober Self. What am I watching on this ad here? By the way, I just want to say that anybody that's watching the stream, if you let the commercials play from start to finish, that does help the channel, so thank you very much. Hope everybody's feeling good today. Anybody interested in tonight's UFC, Volkanovski versus Rodriguez? I'll be watching that at good old Hooters. Jalen Duren is a player. Look at this Detroit Pistons roster. Jalen Duren, is it Asar? I don't know if I'm saying his name wrong. Thompson, James Wiseman, who they got from Golden State, Jaden Ivey, amongst others. The Detroit Pistons have a pretty solid young core. Now, Pistons fans are probably going to be bitter to the end of time that they drafted 5th this year instead of 1st overall, being the worst team in the NBA. But hey, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You've had a lot of draft picks over the last few years to fix things. Louis, good evening to you. Because of the Wemby hype, every player in the league will want to. I think, I do think that perhaps the Hornets last night may have focused in on a little bit on shutting him down. Maybe, I don't know. Call me crazy. Ben Simmons, good evening. Who Kai Sotto is? Kai Sotto is the man, the myth, the legend. You best recognize. Rockets look good, yes. Jalen Duren, I started talking about this earlier. He was the player I wanted last year over Jeremy Sohan. We took Jeremy Sohan. Of course, whoever we draft as a Spurs fan, I'm going to go all in on them. I know some people say he's just a dunker. He's a darn good dunker. I mean, it's the most efficient shot in the NBA. I think he's going to be all right. And if Wiseman comes around and develops into the player that a lot of people thought he could be before injuries kind of derailed his time in Golden State, they will have a solid 1-2 punch of big men right there. It's not 3 years. Actually, I think last year I started talking about Kai. Yeah, it was last year. Wemby's defense looked really good last night. People are sleeping on the 5 blocks in the, what, 25 minutes, 27 minutes? He's going to be all right. Detroit fans always them versus the world, but they do have a great position. They've accumulated a lot of talent over the last few years. I get being upset. You went from the 1st overall pick to the 5th overall pick because of the lottery. It is what it is. Exactly. Don't panic. Yeah, what's the word on Amen Thompson? I know him and Scoot Henderson got hurt yesterday, didn't they? Do we have any? I forgot to check on either player. Any updates on them? Are these short-term injuries just going to be out for a little bit? Or are these something that the team should be concerned about? If you know, let me in the chat. Would appreciate it. Yeah, right, J Money. He's been terrible. Chino Case, good evening. Wemby going to have more open shots with Devin and Keldon on the roster? Absolutely. When he gets acclimated to the offense and he's been practicing with his teammates and working with the coaching staff, I think we're going to see a much better Victor Wembanyama in the NBA preseason than you are in the summer league. He's going to be trying to figure things out in the summer league, and he's going to make mistakes. That's part of being a 19-year-old rookie. I think the defense is going to be there, though. Anybody that tries to challenge him is probably going to get blocked. He's going to get posterized at occasion, and that's going to happen. When you are a shot blocker, you're not going to block every shot. Tim Duncan has been posterized. David Robinson has it. Kembe Mutombo, so forth and so on. When you're putting yourself in position at the rim, sometimes the other player is going to get you. And it is what it is. You just take it, take your lumps and move on. Veronica, good evening. Good to see you. The only red flag I saw from Victor last night was his conditioning. He'll work on that. My only red flag, Darren, was a little loose with the ball. But I do think the Hornets were keen on shutting him down. And again, not being part of the offense or working with the guys, and we were not using him to his strengths. I think a lot of things are going to get corrected. And there you go. In the end, it doesn't matter what he's doing. It's just an exhibition. Arthur Thompson was a player I was hoping the Spurs could draft. If they got a second first-round pick, maybe. That clearly didn't happen. So, oh good. ESPN's about to talk about Wemby. All I've seen from like ESPN and every other news analysis, disappointing, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, all right, we get it, all right? Thompson's out 2 to 3 weeks. All right, thanks, J Money. I didn't realize it was that long. Spurs fan, what's good to you? I saw red flags in his strength and footwork, but he can work on that. That's fair. Ben Simmons, your game has a lot of red flags. Just saying. You got a few, which is one of the main reasons I don't want you on the San Antonio Spurs. Selena, how are you doing today? As always, if you're doing great, just sit there and look good. All right, just like I thought. TLGS, Duran was the guy I wanted last year. Veronica, I agree 110%. Yes, absolutely. Wow, who are these ESPN? All right, I don't know. I'm going to try. Melvin, good evening. Now, I can't show the game. It's illegal in the United States. I can offer, hopefully, an engaging play-by-play, a fun community chat, etc., a place to hang out. I will be rooting for Kai Sotto very hard to get in this game and play well. I've been following him for about a year. A little more than a year on this channel, about a year and 2 months, because I started covering, I want to say about 2 months before the NBA draft. So maybe about 14 months. I'm all in on him today. I hope he plays well. I hope he plays. We'll see. The Sports Critic, I'm doing a Magic game. How you doing, man? I saw in your community notes that you're not feeling well. I hope you are feeling better, sir. Good to see you, Amir. I think we're going to... I'm not addressing Brittany. Roger, the game starts at 5:30, which means tip-off will probably be somewhere around between 5:33 and 5:35. The NBA Summer League games are pretty good about starting on time. The reason I say that is a regular NBA game, if it says it starts at 8 o'clock, tip-off might not be till 8:10 or 8:15 because the commercial breaks, this, that, and the other, all the other nonsense. People are exaggerating with Summer League, different teammates. Most probably no pop. That's a good point. Mario, high five to you. Oh, you got the COVID. I'm sorry, man. I hope you're feeling better. I don't know if it's okay to say it on YouTube. I just spell it out. Whatever. I gotta be careful. Hope to see you back live on YouTube soon. Good evening, Greg. Thanks for stopping in. No, I'm a lifelong Spurs fan. I was a huge Bad Boys fan. Isaiah Thomas is a big reason why 11 is my favorite number. Thomas is a great player. Good evening to the Prune with the classic McDormand. And yes, watch out is right. Don't be angering Veronica and making fun of her Dougie. I talked about this. If you guys are just coming in, this Detroit Pistons team, they have a lot of young talent. That's going to be exciting to watch for their fans. Jalen Duren, Oscar Thompson, Jaden Ivey, James Wiseman, who played very well for you guys after leaving Golden State. You got a lot to be excited about. Now, Orlando Magic fans, you guys have a lot of draft picks, correct me if I'm wrong, over the next few years, and you got some great talent on your team too. Anthony Black, wait to see what happens with Jet Howard. You got Quindary Witherspoon, former San Antonio Spur, and you got Kai Sotto on your Summer League team, who the entire Filipino nation, of course, is hoping he signs with somebody. Personally, I would rather see Kai Sotto on the San Antonio Spurs because, well, I mean, it would help my channel, and it'd be fun to call him. He would probably go to the G League to start, but man, I hope he plays well. I hope he plays. They do, Amir. A lot of young talent on both these teams, so I'm very excited to watch this game. Aiden, I did see Patty Mills got traded. Detroit should not be as bad as they are. Same with the Rockets. Yeah, maybe based on the drafts they've had in the last couple years. Jabari Smith Jr., the little bit I saw at the end of that game last night, he looked good. And then he had that huge game-winning three. I think it hurts me to say this as a San Antonio Spurs fan, but I do think the Rockets are going to be pretty good sooner than later. Well, I do think they overpaid on some of their free agents. I wouldn't mind having Patty back. I wouldn't either, Veronica. Having a vet on the team that's won a championship as a San Antonio Spur to kind of just be a mentor, and then eventually someday maybe Patty becomes a coach, which I know a lot of Spurs fans are hoping that happens at some point. So, wow, that commercial's interesting. Singing the diarrhea song, that caught my eye. All right. Okay, that's two. Worse than the first. Yes, they should be much, much better. Amir, if he signs with the Magic, you need to stream every Orlando Magic game ever. Because if he's playing with them, you're going to get such a massive following from the Filipino audience. So make sure that you stream every game. John Lou, it's been a minute. Thank you for stopping in. Smith, how are you doing? Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate it. I was looking for the mute button for my mic. I couldn't find the darn thing. I was going to have to sneeze on camera. Earphones, beware sneeze. Was that loud? Was that sneezing loud? I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to be. That's true. You do. You do. That's right. Rudy Gay will be with the Thunder. Good point. I hope everybody's doing good, man. I really I have no idea what this type of stream will do here. This is something different for the channel, streaming two teams I don't normally cover, but there is a player that I have been covering. So my thought process is, you guys know I like to be very transparent with you on the channel. If the Orlando Magic stream does very well this afternoon, then I will probably do another one Monday. If it looks like people are interested in this type of content on the channel, I'll say, okay, I gave it a shot. Didn't work, life goes on, and then I'll just won't stream any more Magic games with you. Victor's debut, no Discord, Svet. I thought defensively he looked good, and he is going to be a defensive tour de force once he gets his game, once his game is fully developed. Offensively, was not crazy about what I saw, but I also have to factor in he hasn't played with the team. He looked nervous. He looked tired. So I have to take the offense with a grain of salt. I don't like all the threes he was launching. I don't know what was up with that. He's under 30% shooters. I don't want to see him launching threes left and right. I do think the Spurs will find a way to use him better offensively. So if I was to grade it last night, I'd probably grade it like a C, C+. I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out to be. 5 blocks is a lot for your first game ever in the NBA, and you only played, what, 27 minutes? Yes, Rudy Gay is like 40, yes. He's doing card games, Daniel Barry, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Ginobili's in the house. Luke, you know what? I was big on Luka Samanic. I wish it would have worked out for the Spurs and him. He just, that preseason game where he gave up on that play, literally ended his Spurs career. That was the last time we saw him. I don't know if you guys remember, when I was live that night, I said, ooh, they're cutting more people. I think it was the next, at that time, tomorrow or the next day. And after seeing that, I was like, I don't know if he's going to be a Spur after this. And some of you were saying that too. And sure enough, the next day, the San Antonio Spurs said, see ya, you're out. Wemby should be a good playmaker too. I agree. He should be a rim protector in here at 7'3", and he's got like an 8-foot wingspan. If people are saying that he did terrible, are expecting... Exactly. The hype train was up, glazing baking, and I think people thought Wemby was going to come in and score 30 points, grab 20 rebounds. I mean, come on. He's 19 years old, and San Antonio Spurs fans have been spoiled with fantastic rookie seasons by David Robinson and Tim Duncan, and expect that out of him as well when he's a teenager. Robinson was 24, Duncan was 22. These were grown men, fully built into their bodies, that had played 4 years of either college basketball or Naval Academy ball, which is the equivalent of college ball. It's not the same situation. Exactly, Veronica. I just said that. Older, more, their bodies were more developed. They had more professional, you might want to call college spirit. Anthony Black, by the way, if Spurs could have got him somehow, they would have the best hair duo in the NBA with Jeremy Sohan and Anthony Black. Yeah, well, there's that. Players are on the court, and away we go. All right. I don't think Kai Sotto is starting for anybody that's got their Kai Sotto tracker. Yeah, this game actually is starting right now. Marcus Sasser, Jaden Ivey, Ausar Thompson, James Wiseman, Jalen Duren for the Pistons, Anthony Black, Kevin Harris, Jet Howard, Caleb Houston, and DJ Wilson for the Orlando Magic. Jet Howard, I'm curious to watch Anthony Black because he's a player I really wanted. If the Spurs could have gotten another lottery pick here, that's the guy I wanted. Which skin do you think is the best? Are you talking like a video game? Because we're talking video game, I'm going to go with Phantom's Naughty Nurse outfit for Rogue Company. Some of you are probably not going to get that. Some of you might. If you've never played Rogue Company, it's not going to make any sense what I just said. And that's okay. All right, hey, it's working today. The on the court's working for me. All right, let's go. Oh, Fortnite. I don't play Fortnite. As far as modern day shooters, I play Rogue Company, which might not be around much longer. They keep going the way they're going. We'll see. And we're going to have a block already to start the game. Jalen Duren is blocked. It's Jedi and it's Queen Jedi. Good evening. Hope you are doing well. Rogue Company is a third-person tactical shooter, Cowboy X Factor. It was a game that got me, one of the games that got me back into video gaming 2 years ago. And that's a turnover for the Pistons. Orlando Magic will have the ball. And my eyes are on Anthony Black. I'm very curious to see his playmaking ability in the NBA. He has the ball right now. He's going to drive, gets to the post, starts to drive, stops, run around a bit, passes it out for three. Here's for three. Caleb Houston. Magic up 3-0. DJ Wilson's your guy? All right, J Money. And another turn. Wow. A little sloppy ball by the Pistons. And then a turnover. Oh, my gosh. Back to back. Oh, mamma mia. I can't call this game as a both. It's like hot potato out there. All right, finally. Finally, we have a little settling down. The Pistons with the ball. And Duren will get it to James Wiseman. Wiseman can't finish the shot at the rim. Gets fouled. Will go to the line for two. I use that abbreviation too. CXF, Cowboy X Factor. Nice. I need to respond to a text really quick. Okay. James Wiseman at the line, who really came into his own last year after leaving the Golden State Warriors. Pistons are finally on the board, 3-1. Are they winding us up? James Wiseman, injuries with Golden State. Misses a second free throw. The ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Detroit. Yes, that was from OGR. Absolutely, Cowboy X Factor. He is doing well. Yeah, I was a little surprised at that too, Ben Simmons. That James Wiseman's in the Summer League. Is this his third year or fourth year in the NBA? Yeah, whatever. Wiseman's going to launch the three. No good. Magic will get the rebound, come down with the ball. Rob Martinez, good evening. Kai, I'll go with 2 because he's coming off the bench. He hasn't played yet. I mean, the game just started, so I mean, who the heck knows? Here's Orlando ball. That pull-up jumper is going to hit the front of the rim. No good. 3-1. 1 point. And now, my God, another turnover. Oh, my goodness. I feel like I'm watching a bakery with all those turnovers out there. Anthony Black kicking out for 3. Houston, back rim, no good. Pistons ball. Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate that. It is Detroit ball under 8 minutes to go and 3-1 in a turnover fest at the moment. Another 3-point attempt. That's a brick. Jaden Ivey, no good. Houston with another 3 down the other end. Both teams line. That one will go in. Caleb Houston for 3. Magic has doubled their score, 6-1. It was 3 years. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Detroit ball. They have a whole 1 point so far. They have more turnovers than points, I think. Ivey's going to launch a long one. No good. Fight for the rebound, and the Magic will come away with it. Magic on the run, pushing the ball up the court. Houston thought about another 3. Pulls it down, starts to drive, and will reset the offense. Well, oh, Wiseman with a big block. Boom, shakalaka. Get out of here on Jet Howard. Detroit down the other way into the paint, and we're going to have a foul. Asar Thompson flies through the air. Going to get fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. How's everybody doing out there? Nice block by Wiseman. Thank you. Yes, Rob. If anybody wasn't aware, we got to... Dang. Thompson misses the first free throw. We hit 20,000 subscribers last night. That was awesome. The goal was to get to 25 by the end of the year. So that would be about 1,000 a month. Not going to be easy, but I think the channel will certainly pick up in October when the NBA season starts. And that's just really cool. I can't thank you guys enough. Roy Garza, good evening. Boo Boo's the cat says, howdy, Rich, and howdy, everyone. Tell Boo Boo's I said hi. 20 is awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. Orlando ball. And that jumper's going to get blocked. Kevin Harris gets rejected. Detroit on the move. And Detroit going to reset the offense. Jaden Ivey starts to drive, throws it up, and I think they're trying for an alley-oop. Too much alley, not enough oop, as that is another turnover for Detroit. Magic ball, 6.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. If you're not aware, these quarters are 10 minutes long. Anthony Black with ball right now for Orlando. He's just moving all sorts around. Jalen Durant now, nice bounce pass into the paint, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's a turnover for Orlando. This is a turnover fest. Thank you, Cowboy X Factor. Appreciate it. Yes, Garbage Time Q. If anybody's not familiar with Garbage Time Q, let me tell you a quick story. When he was with the San Antonio Spurs, he came in at the end of a blowout, and my man fouled out in 10 minutes. May have been less than that. There's a nice 3. Okay. 6-5. Marcus Sasser with the 3 for the Pistons. Now a quick 3 down the other end is no good. And this is my one complaint with the NBA these days. It really does feel like a 3-point shooting contest at times where both teams just run up and down the court, launch a 3, launch. There's another. Thank you for proving my point. Air ball. Air ball. Run up. 3. Run back. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. 3. Jeez. Yes. Selena Gomez is a Kai Sotto fan. And yes, Quindary Witherspoon is an NBA champion with the Golden State Warriors. I like how Wemby's initial comment was about being happy with the win. Yep. The MVP of the EuroLeague last season, Sasha Venkov, will probably play in Sacramento, and he's a monster player even his first year. He can be selected in the All-State of the NBA. Remember that. Remember that name? I say thank you for the info. I honestly have not heard of him. So if I hear the name again, I'll be like, oh yeah. Don't count on me because I don't shoot threes. All right, Ben Simmons, fair enough. You do not shoot threes, so you will not be running up and down the court and launching threes left and right. Fair enough. I got you. My phone's blowing up this afternoon. I got a lot of different people texting me. Well, that's cool. It's nice to be in the wanted. I don't know. Yankees got, Aaron Judge is a fantastic player when he's on the court. Not court. Basketball ring. When he's on the field. My big concern was he came off a career year, and the Yankees gave him that huge contract, and I thought to myself, I worried he's not going to stay healthy, and then sure enough, he's hurt again. And he's hurt often. And I hate to say that, but he's been hurt almost, every year except for, 2? We did do a Giants game together, Amir. That's right. Holy crap. I totally forgot about that. Who was there? Was it you, me, and Alex Sports? I think it was. I totally forgot we did that. A lot of folks have asked me on the channel, will I stream New York Giants games? I won't. It doesn't leave me enough time to do things I like to do in life if I'm streaming the NBA during the fall and the Giants on Sundays. I go to comic book shows on Sundays. I'm sure I'll be hiking on Sundays. Bike riding. There'll be just a lot of different activities that I'll be doing. And while I love New York Giants, just streaming the games is not. I don't like calling football. It's not my thing. I love the team. I'll watch them. Just calling them, it's not my thing. That's a rejection. Magic get the ball back. Jett Howard just got his shot knocked out of dodge, if you will. The follow-up three is no good. And it's 6-5, and we're halfway through the first quarter, mind you. The Spurs game and Hornets game last night was quite rough offensively to watch. Wiseman's going to launch a three. That was a brick. I don't know if that was partially blocked because that was an air ball. Kevin Harris down the other end gets the layup in the paint. 8-5. 5 minutes to go. Hiking accounts are much better than wasting time with the New York Giants. Thanks, man. Butterfly! Good evening. How are you doing? ¿Cómo está mi hermana? And a quick jumper down the other end. 8-7. All right, so you heard me talk a little trash. The offenses are starting to pick up now. I like it. That's good. Who was it who fell asleep and fell out of... Oh, their chair when you're calling Giants game. Lucas, that was the hub. I think that was a three-pointer for Jett Howard. I was looking away from the TV. The hub passed out, fell out of his chair. And now down the other end, we're going to have a quick dunk, which means, we'll save the Thunder dunk of justice for Spurs games. Doesn't feel right here. Jett Howard launches a quick three. My goodness, I literally just said a minute ago game time, these offenses are not looking good. And they've been trading buckets back and forth, and the game is getting exciting now. Cool. Prove me wrong. Another three. That is no good. I don't know some of these players. Sorry. Wiseman kicks it out to Duren. Duren's going to launch a three. In and out. Berger in! All right, Jalen Duren's showing some range. Did he hit any threes last year? I guess Duren and Wiseman are going to be their modern-day Twin Towers, but they're not playing like, they're not playing like that. I think I just saw Anthony Black flying in the paint and get the layup. Pretty sure that was Anthony Black with the layup. I saw a lot of hair. It was probably Anthony Black. And we're going to have a turnover. Going to be Orlando ball. We're going to see Kai Sotto anytime? Where's Wemby? Wrong team. Just call them Ron Jambo and Ricky Lombardo. You want me to call Wiseman and Duren Ron Jambo and Ricky Lombardo? So there's a story I'll have to tell someday about Ron Jambo and Ricky Lombardo. Anthony Black will bring it up. 6th pick overall in the 2023 NBA draft. It is Magic Ball and wait for a man, Kai Sotto, to jump in the game at some point. Hopefully sooner than later. Drive and a very difficult layup by Kevin Harris. Threw it very high off the glass to make sure he avoided the defenders that were around him. That was a tough shot, but he made it. 4 more likes for 40, I'll take it. Butterfly, this is a normal thing for my channel to do a Pistons and Magic game. So this is just kind of a feeling out thing to see if people are interested in this, this type of content on the channel. And if it doesn't work, hey, still got the Spurs tomorrow. We got a blown layup and then a putback by Kevin. Kevin Harris has been saying his name a lot lately. We have a timeout. Detroit calling a timeout. They are down by 8. I'd like to hear that story. I just hope it... Well, you know the story already. Yahweh X Factor, you know those characters. I don't get the joke. Who is Ron Jambo? Ron Jambo and Ricky Lombardo. Maybe 2 of the greatest sports analysis in the history of YouTube. I'll leave it at that. Well, Ricky Lombardo was quite the angry New York Giants fan. Was he not? For those of you that remember him. Butterfly, I'm avoiding that story like the plague. It has nothing to do with the San Antonio Spurs franchise itself. It's not sports related. Those who've been here long enough, I made the mistake of doing some non-sports related content in 2020 and 21, which is why we did a soft channel reset and deleted pretty much most of the videos in 20 Lacy Spurs videos back to like 2021. It just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel appropriate on the channel. I know it sort of involves Wicker Wembanyama, but it really doesn't. I do not have any siblings. Greatest in the universe. There you go, Lucas. Thank you. There you go. Cowboy X Factor's dropping some facts in the chat. Spurs are looking hot overall. You know, I have to do a video at some point, Butterfly. The biggest surprise for me so far is Julian Champagnie. Some websites were reporting, you know, with his contract signing that, yeah, it's a low risk, maybe moderate reward, but they were worried that we saw such a short sample size last year that maybe he wouldn't play that well this year. And granted, it might be only summer league, but making the ball go in the hoop is the same no matter what league you're in. And he's looking great. Rich still talking. That's right, I am. Well, somebody brought it. You guys are mentioning her in the chat. I think Scoot's out for a couple of weeks. Champagnie was, I mean, he is. Veronica, if you're still in the chat, I'm sorry. I think Julian Champagnie is Doug McDermott's replacement sooner than later. He's younger. He can finish at the rim too. He's going to be a defensive upgrade. Heck, I'm a defensive upgrade over Doug McDermott. Sorry, Dougie. Anyway, Detroit ball. Still no Kai Sotto sighting for anybody that's keeping track. There's a quick pull-up three for the Pistons. Bada bing, bada boom. It is 20-15 with 2.5 minutes to go. Jay, good evening to you. Scoot's a bust. Okay, there we go. Let's call all the players a bust that are making their debuts in Summer League. No, Doug does not play. Doug plays Olay defense. We're waiting for Kai Sotto to come in. I don't think he's on the floor yet, is he? Did I miss him? No, he's not out there. We have a foul. We have 2 shots coming up for, I'm sorry, and one for the Orlando Magic. Dang, that was a beautiful shot and body move by Kevin Harris. Really adjusted his body to get that layup. I've been saying his name a lot. Harris has got to be leading the team in scoring, I would think. Stay in the garage. Are we going to get a Kai Sotto sighting? Are we? Kevin Harris, 6'6", 26 years old. Season 1. Is this a second-year player? He's looking good, but late bloomer, if you will. It is Detroit Pistons ball. They're down by 8, and they just turned the ball over. Lots of turnovers again. Orlando tries to go fast break. The ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Cry, Eagles, cry. I agree 100%. Here's my question to some people struggling in Summer League as Kevin Knox and Emmanuel Mudley played well, but where are they at now? Summer League is a great place to get a feel for a player. But, I mean, I think I saw some stats like Nikola Jokic struggled in the Summer League. He's only an NBA MVP and NBA champion. I mean, that's all. After missed by Orlando, it's going to be Detroit ball down by 8. Steph Curry is in the chat. Steph Curry, good afternoon to you. Steph Curry did an interview, and he was saying Victor Wembanyama will be okay. I think Steph Curry knows a thing or two about basketball. I'm just going to put that out there. I think he does. Probably, he probably does. Damn, those stuck in the 80s days, man, I feel remembering those. Queen Jedi, yes, that's right. That's when we met, when I was stuck in the 80s. That was January to March 2019, and then I discovered Entertainer Talking Sports and Bad Dog Sports, and they were big the influence, I mean, got to call it what it is, for me to start a sports channel. And yes, there's not a lot of people, but there's so many that were with me when I was stuck in the 80s, and you've been with me a long time if you have. Yeah, you do, Amir. Remember when people thought there was like a rivalry between us? Like, Rich is doing movie reviews and so is Amir. I'm like, we're not even covering the same decade. There's no rivalry. What are you talking about? YouTube drama. Good afternoon, Matthew. That's a pull-up 3 by the Magic, and it's good. Finally, a bucket goes in as I've just been watching the teams run back and forth, missing shots and turning the ball over. Who shot that for the Pistons? What's this dude's name? I have no idea who shot that. My apologies. I don't know the Summer League rosters well for either of these teams. James Wiseman, holy moly, what a huge dunk going down the other, and I know him. Woo, daddy. That was nice. I love me some dunking. See what I did there? I'm just playing. We have about 35 seconds to go in the first quarter, and the offense has really picked up over the last 4 minutes. Yes, they do, Cowboy X Factor. I was not born in the 80s. I was born in the late 70s. Stuck in the 80s was the best. Thank you, Lucas. I know somebody who probably... I bet I could find... I have a friend that has never seen the Stuck in the 80s videos. I'm going to have to show them that content. I think they would enjoy it. Or think it's the dumbest thing ever. I'll have to pick up some Stuck in the 80s this weekend. That's a miss, and the Pistons can hold for the last shot of the quarter. Let me make sure my sound is off on my computer in case ESPN starts playing an ad or doing something. Alrighty. See a lot of ads playing, but I don't think you guys are getting this. You guys aren't hearing ads from this ESPN thing, are you? I hope not. And a turnover to end the first quarter. That's appropriate because all we've had is turnovers left and right. So let's end the quarter. I don't know how many turnovers are in this game. It's a lot. It's ridiculously high. I was born in 77 too, Svit. I used to have a Discord if you're talking about me. I got rid of it because there was some hazing going on, especially towards like people that are fans of the channel that weren't Spurs fans. Not a lot of hazing, but just enough that made me say, you know what, I'm just going to shut it down, and I haven't been back. You did not hear that, thank you. Yes, Amir, I'm going to go to UFC with one of my best friends, Jeff. We got lots to talk about. I haven't seen him in a while, so I'm going to talk to him about some things. Watch the UFC, get some mozzarella sticks, get some french fries, and my one cheat a month to get some soda, and it'll be fun. Amir, since you asked about the UFC, I'll be going to the UFC next month in Boston. So I'm excited about that UFC 292. That'll be my third UFC this year I've seen live in person. I helped start the legendary era. I'm in 1980. You've gotten into the UFC. I did not know that, Amir. That's awesome. Joe Cognan, good evening. I'm doing great. The weekend has been absolutely fantastic. Last night was a lot of fun with Wemby's debut. Went to a comic book thing this morning with a couple buddies. That's a lot of fun. Tonight I got the UFC with one of my best friends. And then tomorrow I got a nice day planned. Awesome day planned tomorrow, actually. So it's been a great weekend. You 70s and 80s people make me feel like I'm a child. Wait, Jared, how old are you? Clearly not. I'm clear way off on age. Notable NBA twins, by the way. Tom and Dick Van Arsdale, Horace and Harvey Grant. I forgot Horace had a brother in the NBA. Jason and Jaron Collins. They're doing this because of the Thompson twins. Brooke and Robin Lopez. Markeith and Marcus Morris, of course. I think we're getting closer. Cody and Caleb Martin. Oh, we got Trey Jones and Tyus Jones. Oh, they didn't even, of course. Didn't even bring them up. Thank you. Our three-point attempt is no good by Jet Howard. It's going to be Detroit ball. As we have a three-point game, it's actually turned into a pretty solid game. After the first 5 minutes, we're kind of a dud. Do we have Kai Sotto in the game yet? No, we don't. If Orlando does not play Kai Sotto today, I'm never calling an Orlando game again. Unless they play the Spurs. Stuck in the 90s should remind of when I missed early on since I was born in later. The 90s was a good decade for movies. Kai hasn't played Jonathan. And I'm going to be extremely not happy if he doesn't play at all tonight. That three-point attempt is good by... No idea who that is for the Magic. My apologies. I'm looking for number 70. Kai Sotto's wearing number 70. He's not on the court. He's gonna stick out. He's 7 foot, what? 7'2", 7'3". Stanley Umud? I don't know how to say his name with the three-point attempt for the Pistons, and that's good. It's a summer league. No way he does. I know he's got to get time. What's up, Music Channel? Thank you for stopping in. As I looked away, we had a floater in the paint, 28-23. So if he doesn't play, watch this video get deleted. Yeah, hey, come on, man. Every YouTuber sometimes deletes videos they put up, especially if they do poorly. It's like it could hurt the algorithm if it stays up, so you got to take stuff like that down. And if it's stuff that your channel's not interested in, generally speaking. Elmer, go, Kai, go. I'm with you. He's not in there yet. Yes, I did the sports critic. We're going to do something here in just a moment. Another long three-point attempt by the Magic. Back rim, no good. Stuck in the 80s. Or sorry, not Stuck in the 80s. Whackbag Films, which was my original low-budget independent film. That's the channel I started in 2006. I've been on YouTube for 17 freaking years. Whackbag Films, which eventually became the Death Metal Reaction. It became a death metal channel, which I got rid of it because that went so far away from what I wanted it to be. So it was the same channel, just renamed. Then Stuck in the 80s was created. And then the Sports Reaction, which became TSR Sports. And then I also had TSR Music. I had the Hulk YouTube channel for a moment. I had a comic book channel briefly that I tried. I feel like there's one more. The video game channel I tried for a month. I've always tried second channels here, just here and there to try something different. I finally settled in and we're like, you know what? TSR Sports is my home. I'll put the sports music videos up on here since that is sports related content. And this will be it. This will be, you know, I'll focus my attention on this channel only. Anyway, Magic Ball. Let me get back to the game. Jett Howard gets in the paint. We'll kick it out for three. And a block. And the Pistons will come down with it. Oh, I missed a three-pointer by the Pistons. My apologies. 28-28. 7.5 minutes to go. Sorry. I was talking to you guys about my 800 different channels. So Detroit looking to take their first turnover by Detroit. Magic on the run. Fast break. And they're going to have to slow it up as Detroit gets back in transition. And now we have a three by Baker, the touchdown maker. Good evening, John. Dan, yeah, movie crate. I mean, I started doing sports content in late 2016, starting off with UFC and WWE reactions, but I did not do it right. I wasn't talking to... That's a miss. We're going to have 2 free throws coming up for Jalen Duren. I wasn't talking to the chat. I didn't have any... It was terrible. So I was actually very early on with some of the other, YouTubers that do sports, maybe even earlier, but I was doing it wrong. Eventually, that was a Death Metal Reaction channel. It was Death Metal with UFC and WWE reactions. Go figure. Favorite game console growing up? Ryan, I don't know. I'm watching it on ESPN. Kai Sotto has not played 1 minute yet, and I'm not happy at all. But gaming console growing up, probably Nintendo. Just regular Nintendo when I was a kid. And missed free throw, we're going to have a timeout? Maybe? I don't have a... Oh, you're talking to somebody else. I was going to say, I don't have a PlayStation. The only next-gen system I have is a Xbox Series S. I don't game a lot. And actually, I've been gaming less and less. Makes the next free throw. Been gaming significantly less lately, which is a good thing. I don't want to be on my butt gaming all night. That's I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, 31-29, 6.5 minutes to go. Sometimes I have... Baker tries the alley-oop dunk and he can't finish it. Detroit on the run. And the fast break layup is no good. The putback is no good. Magic get the ball. They are up by 2. Wow. I thought Jett Howard was just about to shoot the ball and he threw the pass in the paint. Baker finishes in the... what a dunk. You know what, Jett Howard, show me some moves tonight. Magic fans, you might have something special there. Kai hasn't played yet, Khalid. He's not played yet. Exactly how to TV. You guys know I've been rooting for him since day one. Well, not day one, but since I discovered him 14 months ago when you guys were telling me about him. I thought for sure he would have played by now. That's why I'm streaming the damn game. I'm like, I want to see Kai play. I've never seen him play live. This is my chance to see him play live, and they're not showing him. Jared Roden with the three-pointer from the corner. We're going to have a timeout again. Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson. Let me just say that. Jimmy, I'm waiting for him. Ooh, I'm very sweaty. That's gross. It is very hot in my house. So for those of you can see my air conditioner right there back behind Selena Gomez. But let me tell you something. It might not seem like it, but sitting on your couch, kind of just stuck behind a table with a bright, huge light on you. In the summer, even though the AC's on, it gets hot in here. They did not, Will. They did not. I had the GameCube. Joanne, I don't know why Orlando's not playing him yet. What the hell is the point of bringing in a player that has a lot of hype behind them from the Philippines? I mean, if I'm a business person, me personally, this is a time to check players out. Kai Sotto has a massive following in the Philippines. Showcase him. You're going to get viewers. You're going to get people watching. Worst case scenario, if you don't feel like he belongs on the team, you've brought eyeballs to your franchise for a brief moment in time. Best case scenario, he shows you something. You're like, you know what? Kai's the guy that we want to develop, and you sign him to an NBA contract. I don't get it. Good afternoon, Joe. Thank you for stopping in. Who will be the worst team next year? Average Husky fan? I have no idea. Yes, Will. Absolutely. The air conditioning reminds me of Heat and Spurs one that went out. What? A little lost. Comics Factor, what are we referencing there? Selena and Taylor Swift? No, I did not see that. I did not. I'm excited for tonight's UFC. You guys know I love UFC. You already know that. Kai is a secret weapon of Magic and sitting in the bench only. Mung, I thought we would have saw him by now. I can't tell you how disappointed I am. I can tell you how disappointed I am. I'm very disappointed. There, I just did. Orlando's got some talent on their team. They're young. I like what they did. They started that complete rebuild a couple years ago by trading away Aaron Gordon, Valanciunas, I'm butchering their names. You know what I'm talking about, but just stocking 1 million draft picks. That's an In-N-Out burger for that three-pointer. It's going to be Orlando ball up by 1, 5 minutes remaining. I don't know, Crypto, either way. Rich World, if we're talking about Kai not playing, I feel the same way. It is Aaron Gordon. Vucevic. I knew I was screwing something up there. Thank you, Amir. I knew I was getting my players confused. Vucevic, thank you. He's on the bench. Janwell, he's not played yet. And another whistle. Maybe they're saving him for the second half. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of big men on the Orlando Magic's roster when I was looking at their Summer League schedule. I think Kai's actually only maybe one of two centers on the dang roster. So, hello. Get him out there. If you're a Magic fan, though, you've got, I'm excited about Anthony Black, Jet Howard, Paulo Banchero. Paulo looks legit. You got some good things happening. That's a miss, and it's going to be Pistons ball with a 1-point game and it's been a fairly entertaining game for the most part to watch. Pull-up jumper's no good, and Jet Howard's going to bring it up for the Magic. When the Spurs, Thunder, and Magic will do... Yeah, exactly, Will. Those teams have so many picks. That's a good point, too, Butterfly. They have not landed in their final destination yet. Anthony Black drives at the paint, gets the bucket, and one! And apparently somebody was cursing because the audio got all silent. Average Husky fan, I don't remember what the final score was last night. I'm sorry, I honestly don't. Joe Cogno with the $5 super chat, he says, Murray just signed a big bonus for the Hawks. I expect them to implode on and off the court. Let's hang on to those picks. The Trae Young situation is going to be the problem with the Hawks. If that doesn't work itself out and he leaves the team, the implosion will start. Appreciate the donation, by the way, man. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. You don't have to do that, but you did, and I thank you. That's going towards a Victor Wembanyama jersey, just for the record, which I'll be buying probably later this year. I got to get a Wemby jersey. I got to. Yes, Khalid, we do need Kai in the court. I have a sneaking suspicion he's not going to play until the second half. And if he doesn't play in the second half, I want to do an angry video this weekend about him not playing. Maybe not angry, disappointed video about him not playing. I want to hear the cussing. Stop watching. Right? And the whole world will explode. Well, I don't want the world to explode, but Filipino nation will explode. Jalen Duren's at the line, by the way, 4-2 shots. First free throw is good. 4 minutes to go. Let me just say, Jalen Duren, he is a beast. He is jacked. Has he gotten bigger from last year? I remember he was pretty jacked last year, but is he... Too many Detroit Pistons fans or people that are following Duren's career, he looks more beefy than he did. Caesar, I don't know where Kai is. Mandy, it's illegal for me to show the game in the United States because of copyright. I hope to have an engaging play-by-play, a fun community, fun little things like, I don't know, like, usually I say go Spurs, go on my channel. Here I'll say, go Kai, go! That's about all I could show is like a little gif of him dunking. That's not even from this game. But he hasn't played 1 minute. He hasn't played 1 second of this game yet. And I'm sure a lot of people that are coming in the chat are going to say, hey, when's he playing? I'm going to go with second half at this point. Kevon Harris misses the shot in the paint. So it's Kevon. See, I see Kevon pronounced 2 different ways. Kevin, but in this case it's Kevon. Okay, my apologies to Kevon Harris. No, I don't want to say that, Caesar. Let's not go down that path. Stay away from that. The sports critic is a Magic fan. Why the heck is he not playing? Robert, he's not going to make a team if he's not playing. And more swearing, apparently. As ESPN's been blocking out. This happened last night during the Spurs game. There was a lot of, like, little silent moments throughout the stream. Jax Cordy, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for everybody stopping in. Let's get back to the game. 36-34. I am sorry that we haven't been able to talk about Kai's game at all. Ivy for 3. And Detroit just took the lead. I'm hoping he plays in the second half. Summer League's a chance to see, you know, why bring him over here if you're not going to play him? Yep, he's with the Magic, Jax. That's a turnover, and it's going to be Detroit ball. Mandy, Detroit, I said this at the start of the stream. Jalen Duren, All-Star Thompson, James Wiseman, Jaden Ivey, they're a young team. They got some good things happening in Detroit. TSR asks if it's strange to be in a relationship with someone who roots for another team. Are you dating somebody that likes another team? Like besides your team? I mean, I guess it would be odd. Like, I'm a Yankees fan. Let's say I was going to date a Red Sox fan. That just sounds horrible, doesn't it? Date a Red Sox fan? Like, it just hurts me right here. However, if that person is special, you'll overlook your team difference and make it work. I'll probably get awakened in the finals. What? Oh, as John, I know he's only taking 1 shot. Okay. Dude, sports critic, I literally put on my thumbnail, Kai NBA debut. My thumbnail says, Kai NBA debut. Your Orlando Magic are making me look bad. Nah, Rich, I couldn't date a Red Sox girl. I mean, what if she was like the most awesome person you ever met? Would you date her then? I would. Just saying. We got 3 minutes to go. We're in a commercial break. There you go. Opposites attract. Spurs, Yankees, Saints. Who's dating a Cowboys, Heat, and Dodger fan? She would have to be pretty special, Amir. She would. She'd have to be very special. Sports Dude TV. Good evening. Kai Sotto hasn't played 1 minute. And when? I don't know. I don't know. After looking up, I think it's because his highlights are inflated. His numbers at his size are really not good. I'm guessing he's playing because he isn't that good. I've heard from other Kai Sotto fans he needs to work on his stamina, and he needs to acclimate himself in the NBA game. But there's one thing you can't teach. You can't teach height. He's what, 7'2", 7'3"? At least, I don't know. At least give him a shot. That's turnover by Detroit. Going to be Magic ball. Not knowing that, I've talked about this on the business side of things. I'd like to think of myself as a somewhat intelligent person. If you can bring a player in that's going to attract millions and millions of viewers, it's the Summer League. Give them a shot. What's the worst that can happen? You bring in some money. Woo! Kevon Harris gets in the paint, throws down a 2-handed dunk. Worst case scenario, you bring in tons of viewers, and you give the guy a chance, and if it doesn't work out and he's not for the team, so be it. But you're not going to know if he's sitting on the bench. That's a miss, and we're going to have a whistle and 2 free throws coming up for Jalen Duren. It's Sarik's. Listen, I've been following him for 14 months. If you guys are new to the channel, I've been rooting for Kai pretty hard. Why he's not playing is beyond me. I obviously have no control over that. We have actually a pretty good crowd in here. We're getting close to 100 thumbs up, my friends. Can we keep it going and get to 100 thumbs up? I would appreciate you if we could. Thank you. That's all I got. Let me get back to the game. And fingers crossed Kai Sotto plays in the second half. Because again, my thumbnail says his NBA debut and he hasn't played a minute yet. Exactly when? How can he prove anything if he doesn't play? His last season in the Philippines, he 11-4-1. I get Juan. I mean, those numbers maybe not blow you away. I don't know. Is James Wiseman wearing two different sneakers? It's Summer League. Put him in. See what he can do. No, he's not coming back Cowboy X Factor. He's not. Anyway, it's Orlando Magic ball. I know there's a lot of people coming to hear if Kai Sotto's played. He's not played yet. I'm really hoping for the second half. If he doesn't play at all, I'm going to have to change my thumbnail. Or I'll put a question mark after the debut. I'll tell you what, though. Duren goes for a dunk. Can't get it. Gets fouled. Going back to the line for two. Duren got into the line a lot this afternoon. I will say this. If the Orlando Magic's plan is not to play Kai Sotto at all in the Summer League, I'm not calling their games. I tune in to watch Kai. I've never seen him play live. That is the reason I'm here on a Saturday afternoon sweating my butt off on my couch. I want to see him. Anyway. I feel you, bro. We don't know the coaching strategy Magic. I also can't wait seeing Kai wearing the jersey. Yes! I'm hoping too, Jimmy. I'm hoping too. Sherlock, with you there. Kyla, on board. First free throw is good. 39-38. 152 left to go. And I'm almost second off. My apologies. Yes, Amir. The pay-per-view starts at 10. If you go to the UFC live event, they're like 7 to 8 hours long. There's so many fights, and it's so different live. I can't tell you how much better live it is. In-N-Out Burger for that free throw. Kai's number 70, Jax. Kai's number 70. Thank you, Jordan Williams. If anybody's new to the channel, I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan. I'll be covering pretty much every game for the rest of the year for the Spurs Summer League preseason. Oh! That's a missed dunk. Never mind. I have a lot of fun here. Everybody's always welcome. We like to joke around, the chat and I, and this is a blast. San Antonio Spurs fan, also do some NBA content, and once in a blue moon, New York Giants content, and I'm also a musician, so occasionally I'll put my sports music videos up here, but I will not put anything that's not sports related on this channel ever again. That's my promise to you. Joe Val, me too. M4, Kai Sotto is not played yet. I understand you can't teach height, but height doesn't always equal. No, it does not. No, it does not, Juan. I'll agree there 100%. But if you're bringing him over from the Philippines, then you saw something in him, right? You saw something that made you say, hey, let's give this guy a shot. Well, then give him a shot and put him in the game at some point today. Yes, he does, average Husky fan. He has the whole country. That's why I want him on the Spurs. They give me a chance to watch him. The Spurs are great developing players, and obviously it would bring in a lot of viewership to my channel for, just be a little selfish for a moment. That's turnover for Detroit. We got a tied game, 39-39, a minute 15 left in the first half. Anthony Black will bring it up, dumps it off to Kayvon Houston, and he's going to turn the ball over. And Kayvon Harris, I got my players confused. This has been a turnover fest. And then a fast break layup down the other end. 41-39. 1 minute to go. And then a quick whistle down Orlando's end. I think Kai might just play in the garbage minutes. The burger was really good, but the fries were mid. Nice. Yes, Julian Champagne's dunk was... I didn't know he had that in him. I couldn't remember him doing that last season. But if he can continue to be a solid three-point shooter, at least a decent defender, but then show an ability to finish at the rim... 4 years for $12 million for that kid? Spurs may have gotten a steal of a lifetime. First free throw is good. Magic down 41-40. Both teams in the bonus. Ben J, good evening. Thank you very much for stopping in. If the score is close, he has zero chance to have minutes. Then we better hope one of these teams starts blowing out the other. Like, get it done. M4, he's got to be wearing his uniform. You know, I haven't been looking at the bench. I should peek at the Magic bench and see if I can see him. I think I do see him. Yeah, I think he's geared up. As far as I know. If I'm wrong, please let me know. That long three's no good. Pistons get the ball back. 3 by Jaden Ivey missed. He gets his own rebound. Ivey stole the ball, drives in the paint. Stops, pops, an awkward stopping shot. Like the way he stopped. Missed a shot. We're going to have a foul in the Orlando Magic. Hansel, good evening to you. Mark, you got me, man. You got me. Andrew, I don't know. That's the question I'm going to get the most probably of the rest of this stream is where is Kai Sotto? I don't know. And I'm upset for 2 reasons. Besides the fact I'm not getting to see him play. My thumbnail says it's his debut, so Magic are making me look like an idiot. No, actually, no. Those are 2 reasons. I just confused myself. I'm not getting to see him play, and my thumbnail's going to be wrong. It is what it is. My friends, if you're hanging out, please hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. And hopefully we see a little of this in the game sooner than later. But we haven't seen any yet. Detroit gets the ball back. They are up by 1. Both teams in the bonus, 20 seconds to go. Detroit looking to take the lead into the half. A little pick and roll action. Jaden Ivey's going to launch a 3 off the front rim, no good. And we're going to have a whistle. Whoops. Whistle on the Magic, and we're going to have 2 free throws coming up. Kai on the bench with a... I should pin a comment. You know I should, Cowboy X Factor. Lonnie Hooper, good afternoon to you. Actually, to any of the Filipino fans coming to the chat, I know you are 12 hours ahead of me, so good morning. It's very early where you are. It's about 6:15 a.m. So if anybody was not in the know, the Philippines are 12 hours ahead of, at least where I am, in the Eastern time zone. That may change depending on what time zone you are in. Kobe's going to be on 2. Is he? Rest in peace, Kobe. Yeah. Jalen Durham, by the way, with 2 more free throws. He has been feasting at the line. Kill Switch, good morning to you. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Another foul. Holy moly. So Durham missed a second free throw, and I think we're going to have 2 free throws for the Magic down the other end. What was what, Jared? I'm watching Kai Sutton. Mark hasn't played. Yes, Big Sean. I'm going live for a non-Spurs game. The reason being is I started covering Kai Sotto on this channel 14 months ago. Some viewers said, Rich, check out Kai Sotto. Cover Kai Sotto. I'm like, all right, well, let me check them out. And the videos did very well. So I thought, all right, this is an interesting story. He'd be the first 100% pure-blooded Filipino to play in the NBA. People seem interested on the channel, so I did some videos on him. It's a big reason my NBA Draft Live video was huge last year with the possibility of Kai being drafted, and I want to see him play. I've never seen him play, so I want to get to actually, get the Kai Sotto experience and see his game. And plus, I know a lot of folks are, rooting for him that are subscribed to this channel. 43-all. After the 2 free throw makes, are we going to go into the half with a tie? Pistons running out of time. Are we going to get a shot? Not a good shot. Short, and that's it. 43-all going into the half. All right. Well, Sasser misses a shot at the half, and we're going to go in 43-all. Where is my quarter thing? There it is. We'll put half up, and we'll talk to you guys in the chat. To my Kai Sotto fans, are you disappointed he hasn't played, or did you expect he might not play in this game? The game is not over. He could play in the second half. We'll see. Brutus on the bench. He'll get smoked later after the game if he won't look. They're going to get smoked by the Filipino fans. That's for darn sure. Exactly, it's Sarge. That's where I'm at. You'll never know until you are not giving a... Yeah. So I'm going to get some texts on my phone, so I just want to pull them up real quick so I can take a look. Jet Howard's looked pretty good. He has. Norma, I don't speak Filipino, but thank you for being here. Simlang CJ Bruton, I don't know what any of that means. But thank you for being here if you understand what I'm saying. Sanchez, Anthony Black, and they haven't really Really, the player that stuck out to me so far in this game is Jalen Duren. JDC, good morning from the Philippines. Watching the first half. Yes, still no Kai Sotto. Officer Drool Titan. Thank you for stopping in. Let me reply to somebody real quick on the old text-a-rooney. Since we're halftime, and my phone was blowing up, and I don't like texting during the game, but during the half and in between quarters, you know, I got a lot of stuff going on this weekend. I don't know. That's right. I did know that, Pat. Tag along. I did know that. I've seen that and I forgot. You know what? Let's pull up the halftime stats. You guys are asking about it. Let's just pull up the stats for both teams. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? All right. Let's get the stats for. Let's go to ESPN maybe. Yeah, let me go to ESPN. Whoops. All right. Never mind. I'm good. All right. Box score coming up, and we'll get the stats for both teams. All right, Duren with 9 points. He's taken 10 free throws today. He's only taken 2 actual shots. 10 free throws, though. He's got 6 boards. Wiseman with 6 and 7 boards. Thompson with 1 point, 3 rebounds and 2 assists, 1 steal and 1 block, so a little bit of everything. Ivy having a rough game from the field, 2 of 10, 1 of 6 from beyond the arc. He's got 5 points. And then Sasser with 8 off the bench for the Detroit Pistons. Roden with 3. Boeing with 8, Umudi with 3, Cazalan, with 0, Sykes with 2, and that's it for the Pistons. For the Orlando Magic, Kai Sotto has not entered game. That's his stat line. Okay, and they're going with the 10-man rotation. Anyway, Wilson with 3, Howard with 6, Black with 5. Actually, Anthony Black's having a better game than I realized. He does have 3 turnovers in the first half. That's a little blip. But 5 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He could actually possibly get a triple-double today. Houston with 6 and Harris with 13 off the bench for the Magic. Hall with 0, Hill with 5, Baker with 5, and then Hughes and... I didn't realize Quindary Weatherspoon was playing out there. I didn't know Q was out there. He's number 54. He had 0. I did not realize Quindary Weatherspoon, NBA champion, former San Antonio Spur, was playing in the game. I'm so sorry, my friends. I totally missed that. He obviously didn't make an impression. Might be right, big fella. We're here. Rob, I'm in the same boat. I feel the same way. Cold Soldier, good afternoon to you. May Genizar, good afternoon. I know a lot of people are hanging out here to see if Kai plays. If Kai does not play, I will not call the next Orlando Magic game. And somebody asked about the... Oh, no, I already talked about it. My mind is all over the place. Yep, he can play in any team with no guarantee that he has time to play for an actual game. Pinoy, true. Oh, I'd like to think that's not true. And I'm going to stay away from that stuff. Just... Me personally, I just want to talk basketball. You guys say in the chat, so be it. I'd rather not go there. Edgar! Kai hasn't played. He's well rested, I guess, is what all I can say. He hasn't played yet. Jets look pretty solid. He has. You know, Gabriel, there is a chance. What you just said, is it possible that the Magic just signed Kai Sotto because of the huge following he has, but in actuality, they don't intend on playing him? If that's the case, that's terrible. I ain't down with that. Wemby's next game, July 26th, is tomorrow night. And I'll be live for that one. I forgot who we're playing and what time we're playing, but the Spurs do play tomorrow night. What I'll do, though, what I do every week, for anybody that's not aware that's subscribed to the channel, is every week I'll put up my live streaming schedule in the community notes. So if you're ever wondering, hey, when's TSR going live, what time? Bam, right there in the community notes for you every week. Looks like I've worked on nothing over the summer. You think so? I don't know what to say. I hope to see Serge Jabroni Rice tomorrow too. And I'm sorry, no disrespect to him, I gotta call him Serge Jabroni when his name is that close to Jabroni. It just works too well. The Blazers. No, Scoot won't be playing, Edgar. That sucks. Because you just had Wemby versus Brandon Miller, the number 1 and 2 pick overall in this year's draft. Then you could have Wemby versus Scoot, number 1 and third overall pick in the draft. And if Scoot's out, which it looks like he will be, he'll not be playing at all. Patiently waiting for Kai's appearance on the court. I am as well. Ivy had 5 turnovers. I actually missed that cold soldier when I was reading the stats. That is a lot of turnovers. And another funny stat with these Summer League games is you can have apparently like 10 fouls before you foul out. Because I saw one player the other night had like 8 fouls and 8 million fouls. You guys? All right, so when the half is up, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's not my fault. I know a lot of people that are subscribed to the channel are stopping in to hear about Kai, how he's looking, talk to the chat about how he's playing, and he hasn't played. Does anybody know, are these halftimes shorter? The NBA halftime is 15 minutes. It feels like these Summer League games are a little shorter. Is the Summer League halftime 10 minutes? Does anybody? I honestly don't know. If anybody knows in the chat, please put it in the chat. I feel like it's quicker. Well, hey to you, Ambers. Exactly, Rob. I'm right there with you. There are 20 players on the roster. Yes, that's true, Funny Shorts. You're right. And are we back to the game, or is this a replay? That's a replay. Gabriel, I hope I'm saying that right. His third quarter should be starting any second now. There you go, Teddy. I like the positivity. They're hiding Kai so other teams won't see and take him. Hector Jimenez, hello from Puerto Rico. There you go, Danilo. Let's get the Kai Sotto chats going. There you go. This is what I want to do to Orlando Magic for not playing Kai yet. Right? Anybody? All right, so the third quarter is about to begin. The players are on the court, and I'm hoping Kai, my man, jumps in and gets to see him play. Who is Victor Sotto? Are you taking Victor Wembanyama's name and Kai Sotto's name and combining them? That's blasphemy. How are we doing that? Come on. Third quarter underway, my friends. It is Magic Ball to start us off. That pull-up jumper is going to go in and out, and it'll be Pistons ball. Tie game. This has been a decent game, minus the fact if you're waiting for Kai Sotto, you've been waiting all game for him to play. Spurs math, 21 Duncan, Ginobili 20, Parker 90. Big Sean, I never noticed that. Holy crap. Dude, that's actually pretty cool. We're going to have an and one for the Magic as Wiseman gets the bucket and the one. 1 versus 1. Who wins, Wemby or Kai Sotto? Come on, I'm a Spurs fan. I have to say Victor Wembanyama. Come on. It can't go against my team. I'll have to remember that Spurs math, Big Sean. I never noticed that. I don't know how. Wow, I just got water all over my leg. I'm all wet. That free throw is good. 46-43, and I think that might be the biggest lead of the game for the Detroit Pistons. Maybe Kai plays another game. I'll try to keep up on that, but I don't want to keep streaming Orlando Magic games if they're not going to play them. Just my 2 cents. That's a ooh, huge collision. Wow. Is that Kalen Harris that just got run over? Dang. It was. Kalen Harris just got trucked. Thank you, Veronica. Someone gets Selena a Wemby jersey. There you go, Ben. Be proud of your play. I'm proud of Wemby for last night, even though he was rough offensively. It was great to see him play. Hi, Simps. Thank you for stopping in. Edgardo, he hasn't played yet. Yes, JR. The Maryland Magic Twitter will get lit up. And M4, no, the Spurs are not going to get Damian Lillard. He doesn't fit the timeline. Dame's going to want to go to a team that can win now. While I love my San Antonio Spurs, they're not in win now mode. They're still, putting things together. Hopefully sooner than later, the Spurs will be a winner again. And that's a turnover by Jalen Duren. Magic with the ball. Anthony Black will get it up the court. Little ball movement. Finally, Kayvon Harris in the paint. Misses the shot. May have been blocked by Duran. Yep. Blocked by Duran. The Pistons on the run now. Duran in the paint. And he's going to turn the ball over. Oh, my gosh. Danton, come on now. No more Kai Sotto because they play small ball. You know, the game is changing in the NBA year to year. For yes, it's more Black loses the ball, more fast paced, and you're seeing more fluidity with positions where back in the day a center just guarded the center. Now you have so many players switching off. Ausar Thompson gets in the paint, gets the layup. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Pistons. You know what? If you're a Kai Sotto fan, you got to hope the Pistons just start laying the smack down on the Orlando Magic and cause this to be a blowout so Kai gets in and plays some minutes. Knowledge brings responsibility. Manu Ginobili was absolutely fantastic. He did bring the Euro step. Not too underrated, though. He is in the Hall of Fame. Quick whistle down the other end. Now, I'm not sure who this is going against. Looks like it's going against the Magic. Big Sean, probably not. I think right now Julian Champagnie is threatening to take Doug McDermott's spot. Big time. I think Doug's only got 1 year left on his contract. He's north of 30. Doesn't obviously fit the rebuild at all. I think he'll be 33 this year. Spurs may try to move him at midseason. And he can be a valuable asset for a playoff team that needs three-point shooting. That's a three-pointer by Caleb Houston after the miss by Detroit. We have a tie game, 48-0. I don't know, someone needs a big lead, Ben. Doesn't seem like he's getting in there otherwise, so I'm just calling it like I see it. He didn't play in the first half, so if we want to see him, somebody freaking get a big lead so we can see him playing the end of the game. Whatever. Three-pointer for the Pistons. Now the team's exchanging threes. No. Now Houston down. Oh my God, what is happening here? I told you it's a three-point shooting contest. I can't stand it. Well, that's kind of fun to watch when they're both making them. But still, it's not. Jalen Duran in the paint. Nice spin move. Kicks the ball out and almost loses it. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson is going to turn the ball over. I should check the turnovers in this game. It's ridiculous. Fast break for the Magic. And into the paint. Kayvon Harris. Magic retake the lead. Well done. I mean, Jaden Ivey sprints down the other end. He gets a layup in the paint. Both teams now just cruising on Harris. They just put Harris's name up on the screen. Both teams cruising right now. Wow. Anyway, Anthony Black with the ball. 10 on the shot clock for the Magic. Looking for a pick and roll. Gets the pick. A little bit of roll. And loses the ball out of bounds. And it'll stay with Orlando. 4.5 seconds on the shot clock. I can't do that, Roy. I'm not boycotting the NBA. I'm a Spurs fan, so if I stop calling the games on my channel with Victor being there, I would be a dum-dum. I understand if you want to, though. I'm not going to tell you not to. A little neck popping. There we go. I don't think I've even seen the camera go to Kai Sotto on the bench. Like, I can see him on the bench when they show the long camera angle. But I don't think they've actually, he's just there. He's hanging out. Magic ball, 3 on the shot clock. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and now that is a turnover. Think so? Who's the better Thompson, though? Amen or Ausar? Amen went higher in the draft, so you would think Amen Thompson's the... You would think Amen Thompson, right? Just going by that. Ivy will get the ball over to James Wiseman. Wiseman back to Ivy. 10 on the shot clock. Ivy step back 3. And a foul's going to go against Detroit, and it's going to be Orlando Magic ball. Sotto went to get a corn dog. Come on. Hey, blow their Twitter up. You know what? You guys should go to the Orlando Magic's Twitter and say, why isn't Kai playing? Just blow it up right now. Just let him have it. Did I say Kai Thompson? Did I? I don't know. I'm tired. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning today. I did get about an hour nap in before this game because I needed it. And I did a lot of yard work. And yard work when it's 90 degrees and humidity. I know. Boo-hoo-hoo. World's smallest violin. I'm just saying I'm tired. Leave me alone. It's all good. You can pick on me. I can take it. Thompson misses the alley-oop layup. That's right. Alley-oop layup. Mas Agua. Right here. That's what I need. Time out. Go to commercial break and I'll talk to the chat. This is a loud commercial. Man, it's fun to be with you. Adorable. Anyway, as I was looking over at him, it made me think. You guys remember Spaceballs and the little yogurt? Did they? You know, that little yogurt doll came out before Grogu. I wonder if Star Wars was inspired by Spaceballs at all. Fair enough, Killswitch. Fair enough. I hope you're all enjoying at least hanging out with me and the other viewers today. Hopefully I've made you laugh. I felt your pain, if you will, with Kai not playing. And appreciate you stopping by. I really do. Yes, TLGS, absolutely. Merchandise. Spaceballs the Flamethrower! The kids love that one. The strategy, there's no strategy. May the force be with Kai. There you go. There, have a little fun. Let's not get upset. You know what? It is what it is. He could still play in the game. At this point, I gotta be transparent. It's not likely, based on the fact he hasn't played yet. But you never know. Peter, there's no stats for Kai. He hasn't played. He has not played. I'm waiting for him. We're waiting for him. That's why we're hanging out this afternoon, right? I'm sweating my butt off on my couch. It's Saturday afternoon calling a game. No Kai yet. And it's I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but Kai Sotto aside, the game has been pretty solid. You know, it's been fun to watch some of the young talent for Detroit, some of the young talent for Orlando. Both teams in a rebuild, but have a lot of young players for their fan base to be excited for. Pistons ball right now, it's kind of hard to see what's happening because ESPN's doing what I hate the most, is when they do an interview with somebody, they squish the basketball game down to like 40% of your TV size and put the person in the interview to the right. Like, play the audio from the interview, but don't freaking cut the basketball game down so little. He's got a full the corn dog. I don't think Reggie Bullock's going to get any time with us. Isn't he like 31? He's not part of our timeline. I think that was a salary dump trade. The only reason I don't like it was the first episode is the best one. I don't get it because it wasn't good enough. First. Average Husky fan, what show are you talking about? What are we talking about? Who cares about both teams? We're here for Mark, that's fair. Well, I'm here for both. I'm here to call the game, watch the talent for both these teams. And the main reason, though, I'm here was I've never seen Kai Sotto play live. I thought this would be my chance. I apparently am going to be wrong in that assumption. No, Brian, Kai has not played yet. He hasn't played 1 minute. He hasn't played 1 second. Tie game 53 all. Ball's going to go out of bounds. And it will be, I think, magic ball. Benjay, the majority of the chat that's here probably cares about Kai Sotto. I'll just say that. It'd be nice, though. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. 53 all, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And I got to say, I am really hungry. I need to get something to eat after this. You're here to see Boncaro in the crowd. There you go. Inbound pass, and that pull-up three is no good by Caleb Houston. And it's going to be Detroit ball. Detroit on a... Oh, Wiseman, just huge collision. Gets the bucket. Is that a block or a charge? And they pulled away from the game. Brian, I'm absolutely streaming the Spurs game tomorrow night. Yes, definitely streaming the Spurs game. This is a great chance for me to build a channel with Wemby playing. Hopefully he starts playing a little better. Now, well, I'd be streaming the game anyway. I'm a Spurs fan. I'm going to watch it. I think that was an and one. We have a timeout. It could be crypto, but I'm going to hope that's not the case. Mark, I hope he plays in the fourth quarter. Texero, maybe. I mean, let's wait and see. 55-53. Magic suck for a decade. Well, yeah. Okay, how do you... You're right. They've been terrible for a long time. Play's under review right now, so we're going to go to commercial break. And I appreciate you guys hanging out today. I do want to let you know that. I thank you for stopping in, no matter what happens. You know, if any of you stopping in are San Antonio Spurs fans, I am a San Antonio Spurs fan, which you probably already figured out based on my backdrop, and I will be streaming pretty much all the Spurs games, unless something comes up that keeps me busy. And there probably will be. I'll be streaming the majority of the Spurs games. And if that sounds interesting, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's all I got. Thank you for being here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, that's also a great way to support the channel. Looks like that. And I hope you're all having a great weekend. Spurs and Kai. There you go. Kill switch, Spurs fan there. Ben says he's here for the chat. Thank you. Appreciate that. I really try to be engaging and have fun. And if I can make you guys laugh, if you're having a bad day and just like, I need to chill somewhere, I'm laughing because I'm like, I wouldn't really think my place to chill, but maybe it is for some of you. And if one person's day is brighter for hanging out with us, worth it. That's true, Mark. That's true. Don does make a good point, too. Magic are the only team to give him a spot on the bench. So it's a double-edged sword there. Do you hate the Orlando Magic because they're not playing Kai? Or do you like the Orlando Magic because they brought him into the Summer League? I don't know. That's tough. What? He was putting down San Antonio food? Is he trying to lose all his subscribers? The food was awesome down there. I loved San Antonio. The food was great. The women were beautiful. The weather was nice. The Spurs were awesome. Meeting the Spurs fans, meeting subscribers was amazing. I loved everything about San Antonio. What's he smoking? The and one free throw is no good. Whoops. Thank you, Queen Jedi. No, BT. The Magic, this is small ball land for the Magic. Speaking of Magic, they just turned the ball over because, turnovers. There you go, Romar. Go Wemby. Svit, Kai still hasn't played. I would love to go to San Antonio again. That was such a fun trip. I don't know when to get back out there again. It'd be nice to go with somebody. Charles Barkley, just. He's a good guy. I like him. He's a good guy. He grinds Spurs content. I respect that so much. He puts out more videos than I do. With me doing, I think, more live streams than him, especially when the season starts, I might put more time. But as far as just regular videos, he crushes me there. So, yeah, that's all I got. I have zero clue who this Kai Sotto is, but I want to see him play. There you go. I didn't make it to the Alamo. That's the one thing I did not do in San Antonio. Jirai, we're still waiting for Kai. And 2 more free throws for the Pistons. Jaden Ivey at the line right now, 56-53. Oh, no, the food's definitely not healthy. The food's definitely... I was getting a lot of Mexican food, and what I was getting was not healthy. I'm sure of that, but it was freaking delicious. That's all I care. I'm on vacation. I don't care if food is healthy. I care how it tastes. Come on, man. Hey, Garbage Time Q with the shot. I noticed in there, former San Antonio Spur Quindary Witherspoon, affectionately known on our channel as Garbage Time Q. It is Pistons ball right now. They have a 4-point lead. We're going to have an open 3, and that open 3 is no foul. Wow. Stanley Umadi took the 3, thought he got hit. Guess he didn't. The 3's no good. 57-53, 3.5 minutes to go, and a turnover by the Magic. Now 3 down the other end is no good. I gained weight just driving through San Antonio. Now, Ruben, he hasn't played yet. Joe says, you have a following here in San Antonio. We can probably get something together so you can really take in San Antonio and still call some games. July 26th, what? I don't know what to say to that. It was Sotto or invite a fan to play. Magic page burned with let Kai play. Is it Jovo? That's awesome if it is. I will say, Joe, meeting people that watch my channel in person was an amazing experience. I met one of the subscribers to my channel, and I had dinner with him, and he mentioned like he was nervous that he was just hanging out with me. I was like, dude, don't be nervous. I'm just like a regular person like you guys are, but to have that kind of impact on somebody where they're actually nervous to meet me, I was like that. I'm actually getting choked up thinking about it. That's like, man, that was awesome. That's just that this channel means so much to some people. It's really just it's awesome. I can't put into words what it means. I don't do sponsorships, Fit. I don't like sponsorships. It's not my thing. I've openly said on this channel, I do this because I love the San Antonio Spurs and being part of the Spurs community. That's why I don't have memberships, I don't have a Patreon, and I don't do sponsorships. It's for fun only. If people want to donate via Super Chat, so be it. I don't want to shut that off and take, if somebody wants sports channel, I feel I should at least leave that up. But honestly, if I'm going to make any money off the channel, I want it to be YouTube's money, Google's money. Otherwise, this is just for fun. Of course, the little extra money is nice, but I do this because I love the team. Let me get focused on the game here. That was a Magic 3, no pun intended, but it was a Magic 3, 59-56, 2:22 left in the third quarter. JD and I with the ball right now. A little alley-oop and a dunk by James Wiseman. Yeah, let's not be picking on Kai. Kai does idolize Tim Duncan, which is, he's already right in my book. Just on that. I appreciate you being one of the few tiny Spurs channels, but there's a lot more Spurs content coming out now July 26th because of Victor Wembanyama. I see people streaming Spurs games or doing Spurs videos that didn't care about our team one bit until Victor was drafted. And on one hand, I'm like, that's cool, they're getting more attention, but on the other hand, you didn't care about our team the last 4 years. We did. Whatever, it's all good. 61-56, Detroit ball. Kai, yes, Kai is perfect. He has not missed a shot. So you can look at it that way. Buddy Bayhigh with a three-pointer. This is a 8-point lead. I think this is tied for the biggest lead of the game by Detroit. Magic Kai is gone playing. I will let you guys know when I'm coming back to Texas. Absolutely. There's still Orlando ball, 11 on the shot clock. Yes, bandwagons. I don't trust pre-Victor channels and fans. I see what you mean. I know what you mean. I hear you. Pio, I don't know. I thought Kai would have played by now. He hasn't played. For anybody coming in, I already said it numerous times. I want to see Kai Sotto play live. I started covering him here and there 14 months ago on this channel. Some of the videos I've done to him have been the biggest on the channel. I thank you guys for watching them. So I was like, I want to see him play live. He hasn't played live, and the Orlando Magic franchise is making me look bad with my thumbnail because it says Kai Sotto's NBA debut, or Kai NBA debut, when he hasn't played. We're going to have a turnover by Detroit. I think that was an offensive foul. Maybe? I don't know. 64-56. A minute and some change to go. It's going to be Orlando ball. I just heard 17 turnovers for the Detroit Pistons, and we have one more quarter, and these are 10-minute quarters as well. Whoops. Dang it, Rich. And now the ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Orlando. Get my clock correct with this little stop here. There we go. Boop. All right. I see Kai on the bench. I see him right there. He's definitely there, by the way. I just saw it from his nose up because he's towers over everybody, but he's not playing. 53 seconds to go. All right, Sean Wright, thank you for watching from the Philippines. Appreciate you. Spit, we're not talking about that here. With all due respect, this is a sports channel. That is absolutely not a sports question. Not touching it. Got to go somewhere else for that, my friend. 64-56, 40 seconds to go. No Walker. Kai has not played. Not at all. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and that's a turnover by Detroit. That's one thing I will say about this game. They just said it on the TV. turnovers continue to mount. It's been a turnover fest. What do you mean reverse psychology, Dini? What's the reverse psychology? Magic are in the bonus, by the way. They're down by 8 right now. Antonio, thank you for watching from the Philippines. To all of my Filipino viewers, thank you for hanging out today. To my viewers just in general, thank you for hanging out. I got to think that the majority of viewers today are probably from the Philippines, waiting to hear if Kai plays, and nothing. I did back in the day. Jazz 7, thank you for stopping in. Cowboy X Factor, I mentioned earlier in the stream. I did some non-sports content in 2020, 2021. Those days are over. TSR Sports is just that. Sports. Jay Recio, thank you for stopping in. I don't know what banco means, but thanks for stopping in. Yes, Dante. I mean, I know it'd be turnovers. I didn't think there would be this many turnovers. Doesn't matter, Spit. It's gone. It was not sports related. Moving on. Only sports on this channel now. That was a jump ball won by the Detroit Pistons, so Pistons can hold for the last shot. They are up by 8, looking to extend their lead to double digits. A long 3 off the front of the rim, and that is going to end the third quarter as the Kai Sotto watch continues, at least for this channel. Will he get in the game, or will that be it? Will he not play at all? Maybe if the Detroit Pistons can push it out to like a 20-point lead. Oops, I didn't just do that, did I? Yep, I did. I just erased the score. I'll fix that real quick. It's 64-56. Oops. I can't believe that just happened. That's a new one. 64-56. Sorry about that. Just one of those days. And somebody coming in like fourth quarter, 0-0. This is the worst game ever. I fixed it. I fixed it. It's good. It's good. We all good? Sometimes I hit buttons and the buttons don't do what I want them to. Lemon flavored beach. Good evening, Go Spurs Go. Watching from work. Thank you, Ronaldo. Appreciate that. I feel the same way, Mark Andro. With all the turnovers, Kai is having a better game than his teammates. You know what, Pat? You might be right there. No, Jeremy, he's still not playing. Still not. I don't know who's coaching Red Lion. I have no idea who's coaching the other teams. Svit, no, I actually don't like the WWE anymore. I stopped watching a while back. Hakeem the Dream is in the chat. Hakeem Elijah, thank you for stopping. I'm not a WWE fan. Welmar, he's not playing. And Spur of the Moment, thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. You're welcome, Leopard Player Beach. I try to shout everybody out. It's very difficult when I'm live to look at the game, look at the chat, and make sure I don't miss somebody, but I do my best. Fair enough, Mark. Kai Sotto stats. Passing water, 10. High fives, 20. Claps, 32. Not a hockey fan either, Svit. This is primarily a San Antonio Spurs / NBA channel. That's kind of where we're at now. Daniel, good evening to you. I might occasionally do a New York Giants video. Probably not very often. I am a musician. I love creating music. It's been a passion of mine since I was young. So I will be doing sports music videos. I know you can say that's not really sports content, but I'm singing about sports, so that's going to be my one little, how I can wedge that in. I hope so, Ice. I hope so. The next Orlando Magic game is Monday night. If I'm free, maybe I'll look into calling the game, but if something comes up that, I just can't say no to, then I'd definitely rather, I must have to do that. We'll see. TSR, I think Wemby's going to be a bad man. You like bad as in like he's really good? Like he's going to be a bad man. By the way, it's been an 8-point game here for a while. Neither team has scored in quite some time. Throwing out there. Detroit ball. Duran drives, throws it up off the glass. Good. And ESPN is doing again what I hate. They're shrinking the darn game. And I can't see anything. Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, it does indeed help the channel. And it looks like that. Or that. There we go. I appreciate you always putting that in there, Veronica. Thank you. At Orlando. Wow, that was a brick city shot. That was oogly. Thompson bringing it up for the Pistons. Pistons up by 10, 8:45 to go. And the Pistons looking to pull away. Maybe, you know what? Hopefully Detroit starts winning by like 30. And we can get Kai at least for the last 3 minutes. I don't know. And we're going to have a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Sar Thompson. I'm not saying Wemby's a bust. Let's be realistic. Film will not be. Kill Switch, thank you for watching the ads. And always appreciate it, Veronica. 10-point game and 2 free throws coming up for Jaden Ivey. And look, with all due respect to Cole Anthony being interviewed, get the hell off my TV so I can watch the game. I'm fine with being able to hear you. I don't need to see you. Of course, I guess you say the same thing about me. You don't need to see me. So that's Sar Thompson's first free throw is good, and that extends the biggest lead of the game. Spurry hasn't played. And Jason, you could be right there. That could have been a marketing thing. You're absolutely right. I've already said in previous videos, you know, it could be used for marketing. That's possible. And a quick foul on the inbound pass. 6:56, 8:37 left to go in. No, I'd like to think that's not the case, Ricky. I'm not going to repeat those type of comments in the chat because I'd like to think it's not like that. It shouldn't matter where a player's from. If they're good, put them in the game. And I would think that is the case. NBA teams just want to win and make money. If you have a player that's good and can make you money, they're going to put them in the game. Speaking of the game, we are back. The Magic have the ball. Anthony Black to the drive, throws it up, and nice layup by Anthony Black. Not only a nice layup, but the hair looks good flying through the air. Detroit ball. And this game is so hard to watch with this screen squished. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Orlando ball. Good morning, Saint. Wemby can be stopped by a gust of wind. Gust in the wind. He's been stopped by a gust in the wind. Ooh. I'm sorry. And we got an and one in the paint for the Magic. As Cole Anthony was just screaming and one. Kayvon Harris. All right, Glaze and Bacon, appreciate you stopping by. Thank you, as always, for being here, being a member of the Reg Gang. But thank you for everybody that hung out today. You guys are awesome. It'd be nice if we get to 200 thumbs up. But if we can't, I understand. If you're not happy that Kai's not playing and you don't want to hit the thumbs up for me, so be it. It's cool. But it does help the channel. And that's all I got. Exactly. Yes, Veronica. Anybody asks about former president or current president, timeout immediately. That's not what this channel is. I've been explicit on that. If you keep asking, then you're not listening. You need to get timed out. I agree, Alchemist. We have another whistle. I'm a Spursby logger, Jay. You are incorrect if you're referring to me. All right, it's going to be Detroit ball. They're up by 7. 7:54 to go in the fourth quarter. Jalen Duren with the ball right now out three-point land. Starts to take off, gets into the paint, stops. Nice bounce. Never mind. Not a Bonch is still Detroit ball. Now they turn the ball over. Okay, there we go. I can't believe all the shade being thrown at Wemby after last night. Well, actually, I can, because if you're a fan, if you're not a San Antonio Spurs fan, you were hoping maybe for a game like that, and now you're happy apparently that he played bad. Oh, no content for all the YouTubers. Oh, I got you. Oh, yeah. If Kai doesn't make it in the NBA, if their channels are covering Kai Sotto exclusively, yes, they're in trouble. I'm a Spurs channel. I just happened to start covering Kai because you guys told me. You guys said I should, so I did. Anthony Black will drive in the paint, gets a layup, and one. Magic starting to make a little bit of a comeback. That reminds me, I need to go buy some bleach. John Bradshaw, I did too. At least his defense looked good. His defense looked really good. Black and Howard, no, they're not injured. They're fine. There were injuries to Scoot Henderson and what else was it? Amen Thompson last night. That kind of sucked. Magic are on an 8-0 run. Sandy, good afternoon to you. Actually, good morning if you're in the Philippines. It is 7 a.m. That pull-up jumper is no good by Arsaw Thompson. We're going to have a whistle, and it's going to go against Detroit. It'll be magic ball, and this is a 4-point game. All right. I'll keep calling the game and still be hoping that somehow our man Kai Sotto gets in there. Yes, good morning, Veronica. They're 12 hours ahead of me. Veronica, are you in Texas? Can't remember. So you'd be Central Time, so it'd be 13 hours ahead of you. Another bucket for the Magic. It's a 2-point game. Yeah, I feel the same way, Mayoto and TV. Is that a 3? Nope, that was a 2. 70-66, 640 something, 640 and some change left to go in the game, and now a turnover by Orlando. Detroit got a 3-on-1 and into the paint, and a layup by Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren has looked good today. I like a lot of the things I've seen from Jalen Duren. The player that I originally wanted on the Spurs. Oh, Anthony, that's cool. Hey, I am a Spurs fan myself, so if there are any San Antonio Spurs fans in the chat or any fans looking to hang out with the Victor Wembanyama watch, by the way, the Magic just 69 the Detroit Pistons. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm a huge Spurs fan. I'll be calling probably most of their games this season. I know the Celtics games and the Nets games are going to get blacked out because of where I live. Jalen Duren with the pull-up jumper. He's showing me something. 74-69. But a big Spurs fan. Do Spurs videos. Make sure to subscribe. We have a wonderful Spurs community. We'd love to have you be part of it. We have an and 1 down the other end. As I was looking at the chat, I think Anthony Black just hit a 3 and an and 1. Yes, he did. Wow. It's very early where you are, Chris. Yeah, Black doing a little dance on the side. Okay. 2-point game. Cole Anthony is a starting guard for the I think he's a starting guard for the Orlando Magic, is he not? And we're going to a timeout. Conci TV, thank you for stopping in. If anybody's just coming in right now, I'm sure you're going to ask the question, has Kai Sotto, or how's he looked and how much has he played? The Magic have not played him at all. Lanter, good morning to you from the Philippines. And there it is. Where's Kai? Yep, no Kai. He hasn't played 1 second, my friends. I'm streaming this game because, 1, I've never seen Kai Sotto play live, and I wanted to check him out. And actually, that's it. That's the main reason I want to do it. Cole's your 6th man. All right, Tolai, thank you. I wasn't sure. He's your 6th man. Gotcha. Thank you. 5-year contract extension for Greg Popovich. Is that true? That means he'd be coaching until he's like 80. Art, thank you for stopping in. Hello, Brits and Dudes channel. Hello, sir. Good evening right there. Good morning here. Yes, it is. It's good night where I am, and good morning the Philippines. I know why you're coming in. Kai has not played at all. Not at all. So you guys are being serious. Woj just tweeted that. Are you serious? 5 years for Pop? Dang, am I gonna have to do a video after this one? Yeah, BT. They're not running. They're not putting any. That's a San Antonio Spurs cap. It's got the. It's over here. I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, so if there's any Spurs fans in the chat that aren't subscribed up, make sure you hit it. Smack it like it owes you money. The subscribe button. Anyway, let me go check on the Twitters about Greg Popovich. That's big news if you're a Spurs fan. But 5 years at his age? I'm not trying to be like ageism, but breaking news. Greg Popovich has agreed to a new 5-year extension with the Spurs. Wow. 5 years? Holy crap. All right. Missed the and 1. I guess I'm doing a video right after this one. 74-72. Pop going to coach until he really can't. Nice, Chris. We got a long 3 for the Pistons. No good. Fight for the rebound, and finally the Magic come down with it. 5 years, though. I've said before, he will coach until he's physically not able or until he's no longer with us. Dang. I think he's like 73 or 74 right now, Chino. He's going to coach right to where he's near 80. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Orlando. Detroit. We'll see you in a minute. You know what, Fernando? He can come to my San Antonio Spurs. I'd be all aboard on that. Nailing Grace, thank you for stopping in. He's going to coach forever. He's going to. 5 years. Dang. No, I'm going to have to do a very... Well, I'm already set up to do a video, so I guess that's good. It is Detroit ball. Duran with a long jumper. I think that was a 3. No good. 5 minutes to go. Random, he hasn't played. I guess maybe next Magic game. We have a baseline 3, and that's no good for Caleb Houston. What's good, Bobby? February. Hopefully you're doing well. There's a triple for the for the Pistons. 77-72. NBL. Hero Deco. You know, maybe if he has to go to the NBL for a little more, whatever. No, Glaze making he has not. Chet Howard with a quick pull-up jumper. 77-74. Let's be Kaizen, not any type. Pop, I think, is 74. I think. Anyway, Magic ball. I'm sorry. Pistons ball. What is up with me? I'm hungry. Yes, small by Orlando is keeping Kai Sotto out of the game for sure. Magic with the ball right now. And a foul. We're going to get 2 shots. This will be... So if I do this Greg Popovich video after this, that'd be 3 videos from your boy today. A video this morning, live stream in the afternoon, and then another video later. Trade Wemby for Kai. Nope, no Kai for the entire game. 77-74, and 2 free throws coming up. He'll be like 78 or 79 when the contract is over. Thank you, Chino. Okay, first free throw's good. 77-75. They're putting up a WNBA thing. Are those WNBA players right there? Those girls? I don't think so. Probably not. 4 minutes to go. No, Bernie. Still nothing. Me and Kai Sotto played the same minutes today. 0. Yeah, pull 3 down the other. There we go. 80-75. Big 3 for the Pistons with the clock running out. The Magic, I have 2 more games, I think. 2 more Summer League games. That's a miss, and the Magic get the ball back, and then the ball goes through Anthony Black's hands. Going to go out of bounds. That's a turnover for Orlando. Thank you, POV, by Ample Scramble Sports Trivia Talk. Appreciate that. Zvit, yes, I do have a pet. Right here. 1 pet. Thank you, Reese. Appreciate that. And we have another whistle. It's going to be Orlando ball. It says on Facebook post, Kai Sotto did not... Oh, he's not playing? It's already... So it's official, he's not playing. Well, I already started the game. I might as well finish this. I mean, there's 3 minutes left. I'm going to finish the game. And then I'm going to be out of here. Sorry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. I was hoping we'd talk Kai and how he looked tonight. What we liked about his game, what we didn't like. Obviously not happening today. Sorry. Anthony Black drives in the paint. Nice fake. And then gets the layup. Anthony Black has shown some skill tonight. Chris Roy with the... I'm not sure what that is. But thank you for the orange. I mean, I know the orange. I don't know what the 37 is with that symbol before it. But I appreciate it nonetheless. And thank you for the orange because I'm hungry. I am hungry and I could go for an orange right now. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you, Crypto Keeper. I had fun too. I did have fun. Yes, Walkers. Immediately after the stream, I got to do a pop video. Got to do a pop video. 3-point attempt by Houston is In-N-Out Burger. Big time In-N-Out Burger. A little over 2 minutes to go. That looked like a travel, but okay. We'll call traveling the NBA. As Kayvon Harris gets whacked. And he's going to go to the line for 2. Sid Harks, he didn't play and he's not going to play. Chino, with 30 seconds left, that would be an insult. Oh, okay. Peso sign. I didn't know that, AJ. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat nonetheless. Can I give you a chance to work where? For TSR Sports? It's a staff of 1. Chris, you're welcome. No, Pogi Ron, he did not play. There's four more Magic games. We're in a commercial timeout right now. Let Lumu show? Orlando plays 4 more times in the Summer League? That seems... Summer League ends on July 17th. And part of that's the playoffs. I don't think they're played 4 more times. No, Sid Hart and Carly did not play. The way you feel about Kai is how I felt about my guy Jordan Usher last year with the Jazz Summer League team. They have players they are focused on, so not everyone gets a chance to shine. You're right. Leaf John, he's on the bench, so he's in the uniform. I assume he's in uniform. You're welcome, Mark. Rams TV, thank you for stopping. Rams TV. I'm on the fence whether I'll do Monday night's game. We'll see. I don't want to call Orlando, though, if they're not going to play him. Tomorrow's Spurs game, by the way, as I think about that. Let me check what time the Spurs are playing for those of you that are going to plan on stopping in tomorrow night. San Antonio Spurs. That's when we pull up the Summer League schedule. The Spurs play tomorrow at 8 o'clock. That'll be on ESPN2, so I'll probably start streaming tomorrow night at 7:45 p.m. if anybody's interested. Throwing that out there. We have a nice crowd in here, though. Thank you all for hanging out today. I appreciate you guys. It's a Summer League game. I know why most of you are here. He didn't play. If you could hit the thumbs up, though, I would greatly appreciate it. I gotta say, Jalen Duren has really impressed me tonight. Actually, Wiseman and Duren Duren's got 17 points and 7 boards. Wiseman's got 16 and 10. I'm not going to compare him to these Twin Towers. I don't know when the next Magic game is. Tuesday? Oops. No. Monday. And the Spurs play Tuesday, and then I think the Magic play Wednesday, and I don't think either play on Thursday. Oh, 2 free throws. I'm sorry, I have my clock running. I will let you, so if you're subscribed to the channel, I will probably make a game day decision on the Magic game. I'll put in my community notes when I'm streaming next week. I always put that in my community notes. Jason Nokai. I'll unsubscribe to all Magic social media accounts. Nice. Dito, those are good players to like. I'm a huge Spurs fan myself. I'm covering the Spurs game tomorrow night. Wemby, Part 2. One of those free throws are good, by the way. It's 83-78. My apologies. Long 3 is no good. The Pistons get the ball back, and there's under 2 minutes to go in what's a fairly close game. Shots no good by Jaden Ivey. Another offensive board for the Detroit Pistons. Wiseman coming up for a pick and roll. The roll. And Ivy just slipped on the floor. Almost turns the ball over, and now we're going to have a shot clock violation. So it is a turnover. Hey, Al Gojo, Pistons fans. Thank you for stopping in the chat. The Pistons look... You got some talent, man. I'm not going to sit here and say you got Twin Towers 2.0 with Wiseman and Duren, but there's definitely talent there. You know, Anthony, I thought I saw that when I pulled up the Magic roster. I thought Kai Sotto was the only center I saw listed on there. You just confirmed it. Hero, Deco, Hero, thank you for stopping in. You're welcome, Mark. Absolutely, you're welcome. Another whistle. Vaughn, I don't know. I just heard 24 turnovers for the Pistons. 24? And a turnover for the Magic because 18 turnovers for the Magic now. 42 turnovers between the two teams. All right. Jaden Ivey right now with the ball for Detroit. Going to get into the paint. Throws up a high layup. Going to bounce around, ding-a-dong, bing, and it's in. And it's a 7-point game when the Orlando Magic are in trouble of losing this game. They're down by 7 with only a minute to go. And that Houston three-pointer miss is not going to help and do any favors. And now we have under a minute to go. And Detroit's probably going to win this game. Trap defense by the Magic. Detroit beats the trap. Ausar Thompson with the ball right now. Out in three-point land. 10 on the shot clock. 45 on the game clock. Thompson takes off. Into the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Tough shot. Doesn't go in, but we're going to have another whistle. JR, actually one of my most watched videos was, a fun video. I just said, a hypothetical video about Twin Towers 2.0 with Victor Wembanyama and Kai Sotto. Obviously, that's not going to happen if Kai doesn't play for the Spurs, but I thought I'd, have a little fun. Thank you, Algojo. For coming from a Detroit Pistons fan, I appreciate that. I really do. That's not to knock Detroit Pistons, but I'm primarily San Antonio Spurs channel, so I do appreciate that. Len said that Orlando coach is going to get blasted. By Filipino fans, at least. Kai Sotto was not drafted Crypto Keeper. He entered the NBA draft last year. He was not drafted. Because he was not drafted last year, he was ineligible to be drafted this year. So he signed a Summer League contract with the Orlando Magic. They have not played yet. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, I evened out the scoreboard. The scoreboard was a little lower than the team logos. I fixed that yesterday. That was driving me crazy. Exactly. And then they're going to put Kai Sotto's picture up on the Orlando page. Like, what's going on here? Pedro, he's on the bench. He's not playing tonight. He did not play 1 minute. He didn't even get 1 second of the game. He's the only legit center on the Orlando roster, as far as I know. Didn't play. Kind of a bummer. 40 seconds to go. I'm going to have some nuggets after this. I just mentioned the UFC tonight. I'm excited for the UFC. No, Cowboy X Factor, he didn't. Algojo, same to you. As a Pistons fan, we haven't forgotten about 2005 with Robert Antinori. Hey, I haven't forgotten about Ray Allen and the Miami Heat. I hear you, man. Blaze and Bacon, we'll see on that next game. We'll see. I got to figure out my next week's schedule. I got to figure out my next week's schedule because I know I got some things next week that I really got things that I need to do. Got places to go. Oh, starting my clock a little too early. Ball's gonna go out of bounds. Reset the clock. One FC is better than I don't even know one. Oh wait, one. Yes, I have seen one. It's on Amazon Prime. I've seen a little bit of one. No, shifting gears. Hasn't touched the floor. Literally has not been on the court for 1 second. Wiseman, little jump hook is no good. A fight for the board, a fight for the board. Tip in left and right. Finally, Orlando comes down with it, but they are absolutely running out of time. And Detroit's going to win this game, barring a miracle. The long three is no good. And Detroit comes down with the rebound. An intentional foul. You're down by 7 with 20 seconds. Whoops. 20 seconds. Okay. Thank you, Veronica. Appreciate you always supporting the channel and telling folks to hit the thumbs up. We're close to 200. If we can get to 200 thumbs up before I shut the stream down, that would be greatly appreciated. We're only a few away, so if you could hit this on the way out, my friends, as this game will be wrapping up any minute. And then I'll be jumping back on the computer to shoot a video about Greg Popovich signing a 5-year contract extension. Yes, I am definitely doing the next Spurs game. 8 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be live at 7:45. No, 18. He didn't play. Basano, thank you. You're welcome, Ram. See me. 2 free throws coming up. First one good, and that's going to ice the game. You're welcome, Cold Soldier. This game is over. I mean, we already knew that. Kai Sotto didn't play. Bummer. Here's what it is. Thank you, Veronica. And even with the little YouTube emoji, excuse me. You're welcome, Mayotoman TV. You're welcome. We are, yeah, definitely disappointed. And I'm going to have to change my thumbnail and put a question mark after that Sotto debut. Because he didn't play. That's a turnover. Don't foul. Why are you fouling? You're down by 9 with about 12 seconds left, and you're fouling like you're going to come back from 9, you bungholes. Yeah, it sucks. We'll see what happens moving forward. Now I got to get some food in me. Or should I wait till Hooters at 10 o'clock? I don't want to get chubby. I won't eat. I'll wait till I go to Hooters. I'm not going to eat. I want to look good. Or look as good as I can. 88-78. Nord de Guzman, you might be right. There's going to be... You might be right there. I'm going to get mozzarella sticks and french fries, Crypto. And my one time a month I get soda. I cheat when I go to Hooters. It's the only time I cheat on soda. That's not weird. Cheat on soda. It's the only time I get soda. I don't buy soda. I mean, nope, that's not true. When my buddy Jim has a cookout, I'll have an RC at his house. A little RC Cola. Jet Howard for 3. No good. That's game. Yes, Chris, I'm about to do a video on that now. And because I got to do a video on that now, and I have plans tonight, I need to get going. Where is my quarter thing? All right, I want to put an F up here. That's how a lot of us are feeling, kind of effed, because we need to get to see Kai play tonight. My friends, thank you so much for hanging out today. I appreciate you. I know some of you got up very early in the morning to see if Kai played out in the Philippines, because it's still early. It's 7:21 a.m. out there. I'm sorry you didn't play. Maybe next time, but I appreciate you all, and I got to do a video about Pop getting re-signed. I'm a Spurs channel. How can I not cover that? So thank you all again. Appreciate you. Until next time. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Kai, go!